Hadush Kebatu has arrived back in Ethiopia. He was deported from Britain, no right to return. Let's go to our reporter Mark White on this one. He's been following events. Mark?
Well, a rare piece of good news, I suppose, for this government in that it has, as it promised, removed Hadush Kebatu. He was put on a plane overnight back to Addis Ababa and is now confirmed to have landed back on Ethiopian soil. This is a man, of course, who it can absolutely be argued is currently the most notorious sex offender in the UK, because he was the man at the epicenter of all of the hotel protests that started out of the Bell Hotel in Epping after he was arrested for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl and an adult female. And then subsequently last month, of course, we know that he was jailed for a year for that, but then in the most catastrophic blunder was accidentally released by the prison authorities from Chelmsford prison on Friday then, and was on the run for more than a couple of days before eventually he was arrested after an eagle-eyed member of the public spotted him in Finsbury Park in North London. Now, we've had a statement from Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary, just through to us. I'll just read that out to you. She said, last week's blunder should never have happened, and I share the public's anger that it did. I would like to thank, she said, the police for rapidly bringing Mr. Kabatu into custody and the public for their vigilance. I've pulled every lever to deport Mr. Kabatu and remove him from British soil. I'm pleased to confirm, she said, that this, quotes, vile child sex offender has been deported. Our streets are safer because of it. And the Home Office pointing out this morning that they have, over the last year, deported just shy of 5,200 foreign national offenders.
Here's what I don't get,
That's
Mark.
up 14%.
Here's the thing, Mark. I honestly was really very doubtful whether this guy would ever leave the country, but that the defence lawyers would be straight in here and they would have some sort of case against his human rights or whatever. And yet, no, he's gone, he's out.
Using the internet without a VPN, a virtual private network, is a bit like taking to the road without car insurance. All it takes is one unlucky moment to cost you a lot of cash. This video's sponsor is Private Internet Access. They are the VPN to help keep you safe. Click the link in the description below to find out why over 30 million people have downloaded PIA to protect themselves online. A virtual private network is an app that hides your IP address and helps keep your data private. When you're browsing the internet at home, you give up a large amount of data to businesses, to shops, and indeed to social media giants too. Hackers have the ability to steal your personal data with ease, including sensitive information such as passwords, keystrokes, and even your personal photos. Private Internet Access helps protect your personal data by encrypting your internet connection to keep your data out of the hands of cyber criminals. And it's not just hackers either to be concerned about. Information can be censored too. When Canada passed their C18 bill, social media giants decided to ban news content on their platforms. But PIA can protect your ability to consume the news and content you love. Private Internet Access is available for Windows users, Mac OS, Android, Linux, iOS, and you can use one PIA subscription to protect an unlimited amount of devices. And we've got a huge GBNews discount for you too. Click the link in this video's description and you'll get a massive 83% off PIA. That's under £2 a month, the price of a coffee, and you'll get an extra 4 months completely free on top. Also, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee too. Visit piavpn.com/GBnews to start protecting yourself digitally today.
Well, yes, because he said he wasn't wanting to stay in the country himself. He said at his sentencing hearing at Chelmsford Magistrates Court last month that he would return to Ethiopia. He said actually that he didn't realise the laws were so strict in this country, the laws around sexually assaulting a child. But I'm pretty sure that they're strict enough in Ethiopia and every other country around the world. But there you go. That was part of the mitigation that his lawyer put forward. But he said that he wanted to be deported. We got these reports that he actually returned to the prison on a number of occasions in the hour after he was accidentally released to say that he wanted to be deported and only to be turned away by prison staff. So yes, I don't think there was ever really any real danger that there would be a legal challenge here. Of course, if there had been, things would have been a little less complicated and he would not have been on that flight as quickly as he has been. But of course, as I say, he's out of the country. The government tried to accentuate the positive by saying that they got rid of him quickly and that this is part of a 14% rise in the number of foreign national offenders they've been able to remove from the country over the past year.
And Mark, whilst we've got you, can you update us, if you know any more, on that terrible story that you were covering yesterday, that triple stabbing in Uxbridge, and now we know that a man is being held over that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that man will have to go through the legal system and is entitled, of course, to due process. But in terms of the government, it's yet another blow. The optics, of course, look terrible for them because we got news even though this had happened on Monday night, but the news only filtered through yesterday and we were able to confirm that this suspect, a 22-year-old man, is an Afghan national. The Home Office were quick to suggest or to point out that he didn't arrive on a small boat, but then, of course, later in the day had to admit that he did actually arrive illegally in the back of a lorry and was granted asylum in 2022. A 49-year-old dog walker who was walking on this street in West London in Uxbridge with his dog at the time had intervened to stop a sort of a disturbance in the street where it's alleged that the suspect had been chasing a 45-year-old man and a 14-year-old boy around the street with a knife. Those two were subsequently stabbed, and of course a 49-year-old who intervened in this argument was fatally stabbed. Just the most horrific of crimes, and that investigation still very active today with as yet no charges against the 22-year-old suspect.
Thanks, Mark. We'll speak to you as the programme progresses this morning. Thanks for that update. Now, just